Hey, yo, what's going on, fam? It's Nico Fleeks. Welcome back to Warrior Nation. Alright, the best 5 signs that she's a good woman, okay? Now, this is actually a request video. I received an email. One of my subscribers, they wanted me to cover this particular topic. So you know who you are. Shout out to you. This video is for you. Now, the first sign on how to know if a woman is a good woman is if she is emotionally stable. Because that is listen, I'm going to just put it this way. Good women these days are incredibly rare. It's not about being cynical. It's not about being pessimistic. It's just the reality. Most women are just not good women today. Most aren't. So whenever you're dealing with a woman, you have to extremely vet her, because 9 times out of 10, there's going to be something drastically wrong with the girl. You feel what I'm saying? But you still got to vet, figure her out a little bit, see what's going on. But needless to say, the first sign, okay, is if she's emotionally stable. You dig? You don't want any kind of contemptuous woman around you. You don't want no woman that is like always emotionally haywire, always, going through this in her mind, erratic, tempered, unpredictable. You don't want no woman that's unpredictable in your life, man. You need order and stability. You feel what I'm saying? That's how you can flow in your life. That's how a relationship is supposed to be. It's supposed to be stable and predictable. You don't want nobody that's unpredictable around you. I don't like unpredictable people. I don't want an unpredictable wife. I don't want an unpredictable friend. I don't like unpredictability. We need some structure. We need some order, okay? So having a woman that is emotionally stable is something that it will bring, a much more harmonious relationship, okay? So we need that. Remember that, okay? Now, I'm about to go a little bit off the deep end. You feel what I'm saying? I'm about to go off the deep end a little bit, okay? The second sign that she's a good woman, right? If she's not obsessed with social media, okay? Because 9 out of 10 of these girls are absolutely bonkers about social media. They want to be seen. They just want to be seen. Why do you want to be seen so bad? You know what I mean? They want to show the booty, the titties, all of that type of stuff. They want to show it off because it gets to the point where attention is their currency. You feel me? Attention is their currency. They just can't get enough. 90% of these women. You do not want no woman that is obsessed with social media. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about these social media influencers or whatever, that's actually making money on the stuff. However, you need to be cognizant about the women that just want to be on social media just to show themselves. Why do you just want to show your body just for the sake of showing your body? It's not like you're making no money off this stuff, right? So what? Why? Why are you doing that? You know what I mean? I think it's obvious extraordinary how these women just want to show their booties and their titties on social media, and it's just fucking nothing. Don't wife a woman that way. She is not wifey material. If she's the type of girl to just always be on social media scrolling or posting butt cheeks all day, twerking on social media, what are you doing? I don't want that around you. I wouldn't even want my brother to have a girlfriend or a wife that wants to show her booty hole on social media. It's extraordinary. Why? You feel what I'm saying? So that's the second one. Make sure that she's not obsessed with social media. And that's not just posting, provocative pictures. It can also be just scrolling, just the doom scrolling. You know what I mean? Just scroll. It's poisoning their brain. You feel what I'm saying? It's throwing her emotions any which way. One video might be about a building getting exploded in Gaza. You know what I'm saying? And then the next video is literally a bunch of kittens cuddling and stuff like it's too erratic. It's too unpredictable. It throws your emotions everywhere, and it puts too much dopamine in your brain to the point where the girl's gonna experience burnout. You don't want a woman that's experiencing burnout. Trust me. Take it from me. A woman that is experiencing burnout, you heard me, is a woman that you don't want to be around, because frankly, that's what doom scrolling is going to do. It's just going to burn you out in the head, because you're feeding your brain too much dopamine. It's too much. It's unnatural. Stay away from women that are obsessed with social media. All right. So the third characteristic in a woman that will show that she's a good woman, the third characteristic that you want to look out for, as far as if she's a good woman, is is she nurturing, bruh? You know what I'm saying? Is she gonna cook for you? Is she gonna clean for you? Because if you're not gonna cook for me, you're not gonna clean for me, what's gonna happen when I put a baby inside of you? What's gonna happen? Are you gonna allow us to starve? Are you gonna want us to eat out every single day, eat up my money, my resources? Is that what you wanna do to us? Guys, and ladies, if you're listening to this, pay attention to this and maybe embody some of these traits that I'm throwing out. You heard me? Because it'll help you find a man way easier. You feel what I'm saying? Be nurturing. Be nurturing. Feed me. Clean for me so I can love you better, so I can hold you to a higher standard, so I can value you a little bit more. I need you to be a homemaker, be nurturing, make it seem like as if you will be a good mother one day. That's so very important. You know what I'm saying? Make it to where I truly believe you will be a good mother. And that comes from being a good cook, being cleaning the house. You feel what I'm saying? Rub my back. You know, when I come back from the gym and my muscles are hurting, rub my back. You know what I'm saying? Rub my body. You know what I mean? Be a feminine, like show that you care, have some compassion, have some empathy. You dig what I'm saying? If I'm having a bad day, you know what I'm saying, and I may not want to talk or whatever, just sometimes silent love is the love we look for. You know what I mean? I want to just, sometimes I might just come back home and then I'm just too tired to talk, baby. Just rub my back. Don't say much. Just cook my food, baby. Just run my water. You know what I mean? Just rub my back, baby girl. And that's all I need. You heard me? That's going to help me love you so much more. You know? That's what we need. That's what us men need. We just want a woman that's nurturing. We just want a woman that can cook for us, clean for us, rub our back when we feel, you know what I'm saying? Not nag us if we're having a bad day. You know what I mean? Tell me something positive. Bring me some warmth. You know what I'm saying? When I'm out there fighting that dragon on some warrior stuff. You know what I mean? Warrior Nation, Warrior Gang, shout out. When we get back home and we ready to chill because we just got done slaying the world, I need a nice, nurturing woman that will comfort me and that will turn off that switch, right? Because sometimes it's hard to flip that switch off, right? Because you're still in go mode. You just got done killing a dragon. You just got done slaying the whole world. And then you come back home and you're still on that time and you still on demon time. Still. You need a woman that is going to tone that stuff down a little bit because it's time to chill, baby. Like, you home now. You know what I mean? What you still on go mode for? Why? Just calm down, baby. You know what I'm saying? Let me rub your back. Like, type, you know what I mean? That's the type of woman we want. Nurturing. All right? So here's the fourth one. The fourth characteristic that makes a woman a good woman is she's submissive. You need to be submissive as a good woman. Any woman that's watching this, if you want the man of your dreams, be submissive. Be submissive if you want the man of your dreams. Okay? And when I say be submissive, it's not about being a dummy or being a pushover, or because that's what a lot of y'all ladies translate that into. A lot of y'all ladies translate being submissive into being a doormat or being a pushover. It's not about that. You as a woman have to be submissive by natural order. You are smaller, less powerful, not as robust physically. So you're literally meant to be dominated. That's the natural order. And frankly, no real man wants to be with a woman that is dominant, masculine. You know what I mean? You need to embody the submissiveness. When I say be submissive, I mean let the man lead. The word submission, right? It means you are under another person's mission. Okay? You are following someone else's mission, someone else's plan, someone else's structure. And by someone else, that is the man in the household. That is the man in the relationship. Okay? It's very important because, frankly, my dick won't even get hard if the woman ain't being submissive. If she trying to be masculine, trying to control the situation, all that type of stuff, like, that's a turnoff. That's a turnoff. You will never, ever have a decent man if you are not submissive. You know? You will never have a decent man if you're not submissive. Because good men, good real leaders, real warriors, we handle business. You dig? And we don't want no woman that's not going to be ready to go under our program. You dig? So if you're a lady, you come around this joint, you know what I mean? You got to shut up, listen, speak when spoken to, you heard me? Do what you need to do what you are supposed to do the things that we ask you to do so that we can love you more as a man, so that you can show your value as a woman by being submissive, following directions, doing what you're supposed to do, not doing what you're not supposed to do. You dig what I'm saying? Don't be out here all loose and hot in the booty hole. A woman is meant to be submissive. She's meant to be submissive to her one man. That is the natural order. You heard me? We want a woman that is submissive. I need you to follow my lead because I can't follow yours. You're going to lead me into the dirt. You have to follow a real king, a real warrior. That's how this relationship is going to work. And through that, you have to be submissive. Last but not least, okay? The fifth sign that she is a good woman, wifey material. You dig? We only want wifey material women around here. Okay? Is she trustworthy, bro? Can you trust her? Can you trust the girl? Can you trust her with your resources? Can you trust her to make the right decisions when your back is turned? Can you trust her to be a good woman? Can you trust her to not cheat? Can you trust her to be a good mother, a good wife when you're not looking? You trust her to do the right thing. That is the last but not least sign that I'm throwing in this video. If she's a good woman, is she trustworthy? You need to be trustworthy. I don't want to always have to keep my head on a swivel around you. I want to be able to put some money up somewhere and know that you're not going to take it. I want to be able to trust you to leave the house and know you're not about to go to some other man's house. I want to be able to trust that you will make the right decisions. I want to be able to trust that you don't got a million other dudes in your phone. I want to be able to trust you. If you're with a woman that you cannot trust, you need to leave her, bro. When they say there's no trust without us, or there's no us without trust, it's real. It's a very real thing. Because you cannot have a relationship without trust. It's going to be shaky. The very foundation is shaky. You need a woman that you can trust. You have to be a trustworthy woman if you want to find a decent man. You just have to be. You dig what I'm saying? Because what man of any sort of caliber is going to want to be with a woman that's out here loose with it? You know? It's just not a good look. We don't like that. We don't want that. Any man of real virtue, any man of real character, any man of real caliber is not going to appreciate a woman that he cannot trust. I certainly won't. And most women, I don't trust them. But there are certainly good women out here that you can trust. You just have to sift through the cesspool, you dig? Because most of them are garbage. And frankly, a lot of guys out here are garbage. But that's okay. Because we're uplifting men out here. And we're handling business. We are in a revolutionary, transformative period in our lives. We are making the best out of ourselves. We're turning ourselves into the highest version, the highest frequency. We're getting rich out here. We're getting jacked out here. Life is like GTA. You heard me? You'll find you a lovely, beautiful, submissive, proper woman, a real woman. Okay? So all of my lady viewers, all right? If you embody those 5 signs that I just said, you will absolutely have no problem finding a good, decent man. And to all of the men watching this, my brothers, my fellow warriors, look out for those 5 signs when you are vetting a woman, because it'll save you a whole lot of time. You dig? Anyway, this is Nico Fleeks, the Warrior King. And if you appreciate this video, don't forget to hit that like button for me. You dig? Subscribe too. And drop a comment down for your boy. I'm out of here. I'm getting ready to go to the gym, get a workout in, get a decent ass pump. Eesh!